Alright, we're back in picking up right where we left off. No, it hasn't. Things are just confused right now. That happens. When I was a little boy, I used to get into so much trouble, I would think my parents would never forgive me. But then a few days later, the storms blow past and everything is alright again. Tomorrow your guests will approach on bended knee and beg to be allowed back into the palace. The musicians will strike a new tune, and the play will go on.
Do you really think so?
No, it's just fancy words from Oscar. It's hard enough to imagine one of your guards wanting to harm a sweet and generous princess like you.
Ugh.
More than one would be beyond belief.
You are too kind. Faced with such a display of sugar, Callum and Dolores roll their eyes almost as one.
Yeah, us too, Callum and Dolores.
Yep.
Us too.
I wonder if my own face looks as sour. Is everyone facing us? Like, it's just so odd.
Probably not. Whatever the morrow may bring, for now we must deal with today. For the protection of the princess, we should all remain together and on guard until tomorrow, then regroup. Wait, we're gonna remain together? Until tomorrow? You mean, spend the night in Cassidy's quarters? That's...
Shoddy the bed. A bit scandalous. There is plenty of space if we find more cushions, and none of us are alone, so we are chaperoned. It will be just like an adventure, camping in the wild.
Well, not quite. It's kind of the opposite.
I don't think the floor of a royal bedroom quite counts as a camp in the wild.
Probably not. With normal service cancelled, we'll need food and other supplies. Dolores, get to the kitchen and...
Oh no, I am not going out there alone again.
Oh, come on.
She's right, it isn't safe.
Madeleine, will you go with her?
I will what?
The two of you can handle it, can't you?
Right, certainly. Perhaps I'm being overly suspicious, but it seems like he's trying to get me out of the way.
Oh, Oscar, what are you trying to do?
I suppose it gives him more time to make eyes at Cassidy. Yeah, but her brother's right there.
I think that's, pretty awkward, actually.
Which is a good thing. I am not a child to cry over spilled milk, and it is unbecoming of me to behave otherwise. Progress is being made. Our future looks promising, so long as we can all remain safe until the palace comes to its senses.
Well, this is going to be a fun night.
As we leave Cassidy's chambers, we find the guards intimidating a meek little maid.
Oh no.
Please, sir, I was only sent to deliver...
Did you steal that?
No, it's a present! He snatches the tiny box from her grasp and hands it to another guard.
Have that checked carefully. See where it comes from.
Please, I was sent to give this to her enlightened highness.
How do we know it's not poisoned? You could be in league with a pharmacist.
No!
Where were you the night of the ball, when her highness went missing?
In my prince's quarters.
I think you know something you're not telling us.
How far to the left are they gonna go?
Maybe we should take you for questioning.
Please, let me go. Well, looks like the guards are still hard at work defending their princess. You see why I didn't want to play errand girl?
This guy's being a dick. Let's tell him to stand down.
Leave her alone. She's Prince Gaston's maid. She's not a threat. I've only met her once, and that briefly, but it seems obvious enough that she means no harm. After all, I know she wasn't involved in kidnapping Princess Cassidy.
Well, that's for sure anyway. We've got orders.
Your orders are to guard the princess. You've done that. She'll leave now.
Very well, Your Honor. Oh, that's right. We've been honored.
Cassidy's proclamation seems to have some benefits.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a judge. Dolores and I make our way down towards the kitchens through the servants' hallways.
Well, this is familiar.
It wasn't so long ago that she was guiding me through these same halls on my quest to rescue Princess Cassidy.
Good times.
At least that was what I thought she was doing. I know now that it was nothing but a false trail. It wasn't a bad plan. She muddied the waters quite effectively. If her actions had been for a better cause, she might have been a good agent. The difference between us is that she wasn't serving anyone but herself. What will you do when this is over? You said you were planning to leave the palace. That's right. I want to set up for myself. Farming, maybe. I like to see something grow.
Do you know anything about farming?
So why haven't you? If you don't want to work here, why didn't you leave and be a farmhand? I don't want to be anyone's hand. My hands are for me. If I can buy land and grow my own food, I'll never have to rely on anyone else ever again. To get there, I need coin, that's all. That's why you wanted the ransom.
Well, don't you also need to know how to farm? I mean...
How hard could it be?
I mean, it's not the most complicated thing in the world, but it does take some knowledge and understanding of crops and whatever.
But it wasn't yours.
She's just
it wasn't
ambitious, I
right.
guess.
Is it any more right that you're born with a silver spoon and I'm born with fleas? All I want is a chance to make the choice for myself, to be free. If I were free to choose my life. But no one is ever truly free.
Live free, die hard.
As we reach the servants' entrance to the kitchens, the door is suddenly opened from the other side. Oh, I hate that lady. A woman steps out so hastily that she nearly collides with Dolores.
She's the, I don't know, what is she exactly?
The mean lady.
The steward, that's what she was.
I didn't see anything!
Huh?
She hurries away.
What? What was going on?
What was that? Afraid of thumbscrews, or thinks we are. Better get in before someone picks the shelves bare. She was stealing food?
Oh, really? I didn't even know.
As much as we are.
Wait, what?
We're not stealing anything, we're taking it to the princess. The kitchens are supposed to feed her.
Yeah, what's going on here?
And the servants are supposed to be fed as well, so what's the difference?
Well, I guess.
If you're gonna make a run for it, you may as well take your share.
So people are bailing out and taking food with them, I guess?
I guess so.
Sounds like things are getting worse than we thought.
Come on, I want to get out of here too. Are things really getting that bad?
Well, apparently.
We return to Princess Cassidy's rooms, arms laden with bottles and paper packages of food. It doesn't look like there's been any trouble in our absence. The three young royals are seated around a table, engrossed in a game of cards. I can't tell who's winning. Callum's face is smooth and composed, revealing nothing. Oscar and Cassidy, on the other hand, shoot challenging looks at each other every time they lay down a pair.
Oh my.
The princess draws another card and laughs, her eyelids fluttering with delight. Oscar smiles at her expression, his cheeks glowing. I could ask for a seat in the game, but...
Boy, it looks like all the spots are taken.
It looks like they have all the participants that they need.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter. My role here is to serve and protect. I can do that just as well at a distance. We are all together and safe. We have supplies, entertainment, and guards. Despite the disruption, we will be fine. Tomorrow, everything will be different.
I suppose we can entertain ourselves with Dolores instead.
No.
Oh, a new chapter already.
Oh no, the siege!
That sounds considerably worse.
Oh. As expected, a night in the scented sanctum of a royal boudoir is far more comfortable than one upon an open riverbank.
Really?
A wooden floor may be unyielding, but not uneven, and the princess possesses no shortage of silks and pillows to cushion our rest. However, what wakes us in the morning is not the twitter of birdsong, but the sound of shouting.
But it's Twitter itself. Apparently Twitter's very angry today. You can even hear them.
Can I just mention that the unicorn is walking on a rainbow?
Yeah? Well, where else is a unicorn gonna walk?
In a field? This time it comes from outside the palace. What's going on?
Stay back. I'll look.
Motioning the rest of us aside, Callum approaches the window. Keeping the bulk of his body safely away from the opening, he shoots a swift glance outside.
There's a crowd gathering. We're surrounded.
Is it my guests? Are they coming back like Oscar said?
Probably not, Cassidy. No. Those aren't noble entourages. Those are peasants.
Ew.
Oh no, the dirty peasants.
Let me see.
Everyone wants to see the dirty peasants.
Through the glass, I can make out the people gathered below. Even at this distance, it's plain to see that Callum is correct. Men and women of varied ages have gathered around the palace outskirts. I can even see a child here or there clinging to the shelter of adult legs. Most wear clothing that bears a strong resemblance to the blankets of my dungeon bed, rough and undyed. Some of them carry long sticks. And they are angry.
They're mad as hell, and they're not gonna take us anymore.
Commoners. A mob. A revolt? I don't know. What? Why would my people be in revolt? We haven't done anything. I mean, there haven't been any new laws or actions recently that would provoke a response.
Well, it could be old tensions, maybe, and also that maid, I guess.
Lynched a maid, but that's just business as usual, huh? Oh.
Oh. Didn't know that would cause any anger.
I don't believe a single maid could have that many angry relatives.
Perhaps if she came from a village further from the palace, somewhere that everyone knows everyone else. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. The entire population might have turned out in protest if they thought she was murdered.
The entire cast of Cheers is here.
Yes, indeed. And Frasier.
Yes. What does Oscar know about small villages? He was raised in a castle. He saw it on TV, come on. Even I have no real experience in something like that, and I'm at the fringes of gentle birth. Can't imagine they'd care enough to risk being next for the noose just to cry over Raquel.
I agree. That many people would never gather unless they saw something to gain. They're like vultures, waiting to tear us apart, but only if they can find a weakness.
My people are not vultures.
You don't know anything about them.
I don't know what's wrong.
Ignore them. Stand strong and they will lose interest and turn away.
The storms will blow past. That's what Oscar said yesterday, wasn't it?
But things only got worse.
I hope he's right.
In any case, my lady, we must tend to your needs.
What needs? Oh, what needs are those?
Your breakfast, of course.
And I suppose you expect me to fetch it again. Wait, they didn't bring enough food for like a while?
Yeah, you probably should have gotten enough to last. That would have been the smart idea. Especially since people were raiding the pantry.
What an idiot.
If you'd be so kind, we'd be very grateful.
Oh, right. It seems Oscar's sunny countenance is capable of thawing even Dolores' temper.
Wow, really?
Really? Because he's annoying me.
Wow, Dolores is really, lightening up.
Look, she has pink cheeks. They're rosy.
Oh.
She has a crush. All right, we'll see what's available. Hopefully some of the staff returned before the trouble started.
Probably not. It's probably even worse now. It's probably less food and... I don't know. We'll see.
Dolores and I prepare to head out into the palace hallways.
All right, so I think we'll take another break there before we head out to get to the pantry once again and see if there's any food left over. It's been a lot of commotion so far. Anyway, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye.